will the Lakers stave off elimination tonight? That's the poll question. Will they lose 4-1 is basically the question. They got in LA tonight, and let's dive into the whole minutes thing. But first, answer the question.
Lakers will hold off elimination tonight. It's gonna be a tight game, but they will win. Take it to a game 6, and then I think Minnesota will end it in game 6 in Minnesota. But I think the pride, of the Lakers, of LeBron, Luka, those guys, they're not gonna let it end in a gentleman's sweep. So they'll get one more win. After that, the series is over. But we were having a bigger conversation a few moments ago about LeBron's legacy. And what I was trying to say is this is, I think, year 21, 22. At this point, man, if you don't already have LeBron's legacy solidified wherever that is for you, then what are we doing? Like he has 20-something years of work of proof of what he is. So if you have him just top 10 for your list, I think it's crazy, but cool. Have him there. If he's top 5 for you, he's going to stay top 5. If he's the GOAT, he's the GOAT. Like, wherever you have him ranked, he's there. Like, I think the only way he could even, move anything or move it all on the rankings is if he was to win, go and run a championship this year. Because it's like, damn, I don't think no player of your caliber has won a championship in year 20-something. You know what I'm saying? So, that would be, incredible. But at this point, losing the first round, it's like, all right, think about it, man. A lot of times you say stuff, JB, and I don't think you don't dive into your research bag. Our guy who we love, RIP, Kobe Bean Bryant, got swept in the first round the year after we won the title. I think it was 2011 to the Dallas Mavericks. That same Dallas Mavericks who went on and they went on to beat that Heat in the finals that year. That was one of the most incredible runs of a team, in my opinion.
Man, make sure you talk about that particular team, though. Make sure, because you say I don't have to do a deep. I don't need to do a deep dive when I know what happened that year.
Yeah, but you didn't mention it though. And again, that was a team that just won a championship that year before. So don't say, that was a weak ass.
The Lakers didn't win a title last year.
The year before. So
but the Lakers didn't win a title. Why would I compare that? The Lakers didn't win a title with LeBron last year, homie.
Okay, I'm just making sure. So my point saying,
what are you talking about?
I'm saying, if we gonna put that onus or whatever on LeBron saying hurt his legacy, let's keep it. As long as you consistent, I don't care. If you believe that hurt Kobe's legacy, cool then. As long as you're
I don't think it hurt it. Again, you didn't listen. It didn't hurt Kobe. It didn't hurt Kobe's legacy.
It didn't.
No, the roster was flipped upside down. If you look at the team that won it the year before to the team that they were rebuilding, look at the roster. Look at the roster. Shannon Brown, homie.
Pull it up. Shannon Brown got a ring.
Why don't you look at the roster that Kobe beat the Celtics with? But show me a roster that LeBron's won a ring with compared to the team that Kobe took the Celtics to 7 and beat them in. Show me that roster comparison.
That's not the argument. I'm with you,
homie.
You know,
the legacy's not the same, homie. The legacy's definitely not the same if he loses today.
Again, let's stay consistent.
Hold on, though. Let's be
one example.
You brought Kobe up.
You know I got Kobe number 2 overall. So we're not even talking about that.
Okay, so let's say
if you lose first round, hurts the legacy.
Well, you brought up Kobe. I didn't. So
that should be a rule then.
You brought up Kobe. I didn't. So you're comparing something I didn't bring up.
About first round loss. That's all I talked about. I said nothing else.
I said this team, homie. This team just lost Towns to the Knicks, and Luka beat them last year alone.
This Timberwolves team is better with this.
Homie.
Why do you keep saying Towns?
They're not better.
What are you talking about?
Come on, man.
Adding Randall and adding DiVincenzo has made this team grimier.
How are they better? Have you seen their record? You see their record?
Average is better, homie.
You see their record?
Again, this is how I know you ain't been watching basketball.
How are they better, though?
This is one of the hot. Let me talk.
I know they're hot, but that don't mean they're better.
To the playoffs.
Yeah, I get it. They're hot.
The last 20-something games, go look up their record. This one's one of the hottest teams going to the playoffs. Their seed as a 6th seed or whatever does not match how good they've been playing. Same thing with the Warriors. The Warriors is like a 7th seed. That doesn't match how good they really are because, again, the back end of the season, the Wolves started figuring things out, and they're hot. So I'm telling you what it is, homie. Don't be surprised the Timberwolves go on a crazy run and make it to the Western Conference Finals, man. Anthony Edwards is a bad MFer. I'm trying to tell you.
Let me dive into this. Let me dive into this real quick. Let me dive into
thank you, FA.
Let me dive into You guys are making my point, FA.
I don't get he's acting like this team is
got a guy with LeBron loses AD, gets Luka, and you guys are making excuses for this motherfucker. That shit is crazy. It's worse than the prime sexuals, homie. The LeBron sexuals are fucking right there with prime sexuals. This motherfucker lost AD, gains Luka, and y'all making defense for him. It's fucking crazy, homie.
We're LeBron sexual.
Damn. Show me another motherfucking Luka out there that's the teammate of another motherfucker that y'all claim to be the GOAT. This cat better. If he loses tonight, homie, he's definitely not in my top 5. He never was anyway. I want to defend. I want to defend your boy, who I don't like in the beginning of. I didn't like the hire. I came out and said he's done better. He did a good job. He should have been considered for the coach of the year at one point. But JJ Redick is getting blasted for running the same 5 for the first time on record for the entire second half. So you're shaking your head. Go ahead. Give us your take on it.
Listen, JJ had a hell of a year, man. You and I think came on the show and we admitted that we were wrong in terms of what we thought about him and what he did in the season. But that move right there to me was a horrible decision as a head coach. You have a team in which your second best player is 40-some years old, and you're going to put him out there for the entirety of the second half. You have a team where your main star, let's keep it all the way real, and Luka is a guy who he's in shape, but he's never a guy who's just chiseled up in the best shape in the world. So the two main guys who you depend on, you have on the court for the entirety of the second half. You mean to tell me you couldn't find just a 3-minute window, 2-minute window just to let them get to the sideline, get a breather, get a Gatorade? Because if you guys watch that game, watch the ending of the game, and they were cutting the camera to, I'll say LeBron specifically, the man was exhausted. He's out there he's looking at his face. Like, in former athletes, we know. We put your hand down, Jason. We know when players are just exhausted. I'll wait. And I gotta put that on the head coach. You don't see that, and then it bit you in the butt. LeBron didn't score a point in the whole fourth quarter. I'm gonna blame LeBron for that, of course, because he's
not very good. He's not very good.
I'm also going to blame head coach to not recognize. All right, man, let me get this guy 2 minutes real quick and let him kind of reset, and then let him close out strong. That's what you always do. So yes, JJ deserves some blame for the decision that he made specifically in that game. Go ahead, Jason. Now you can talk.
I'm not a huge JJ guy. We all know that. But I'm a coach, and I want to defend a coach when the coach does coaching things that everyone else is sitting at home eating fucking donuts and over here doing nothing but bagging my groceries at Walmart, who think they could critique an NFL head coach, an NBA head coach, and put themselves in the position that JJ Redick was in and all these other things. That's what's comical to me, number one. Number two, can I ask you a question, Darnell?
Yes, you can, Jason.
What was JJ Redick's whole ploy going into the season with LeBron and his minute restriction during the season?
Remind me.
Oh, it was to what? Save his legs and do what? Save his. Yeah. What is the number one thing going in the NBA right now? I think it's called load management.
I think so.
Yeah. So let's be here. You're mad now that they didn't play, but then when they don't play because of load management, we're okay with it. So hold on, homie. Which one is it? So let's be real here. Outside the box thinking fucking chat. You're cool when they load manage, but now they are asked to play the game and play their minutes because of the load manage during the year, because of the fucking minute restriction during the year. And now all of a sudden y'all mad at him because he played the motherfucking superstar who y'all call the GOAT the entire fourth quarter. Get the fuck out of here.
Second half.
Crazy, homie.
Second half.
Okay, second half. It don't matter. And by the way, that's your problem. You didn't score in the fourth quarter, LeBron. You're the best. You're the best, homie. You're the best. And by the way, I was looking at something here, and that I want to make sure I give you a real, I want to give you a real fucking take. I want to give you a real take.
Please.
And I was like, let me look up the, some stats on this thing. Because I was like, I just want to come out here and talk, So LeBron James in the fourth quarter this year. Do you know how many points he averaged?
What?
You know how many points he? Just take a guess. How many points do you think he averaged?
I'll say 5 points. 5 points in the fourth quarter.
No, he averaged making 5 field goals in the fourth quarter.
Okay, that's pretty good.
So what happened now?
Because he didn't play the whole second half during the regular season.
Because
they were doing regular coaching where you allow your starter. A lot of teams, like whether it's Steph, LeBron, whatever, again, it's game by game, case by case. But a lot of times the star will start off the fourth quarter, get a few minutes of rest to kind of, because they know they're going to need them to close out. But you kept your guys in the entirety of I'm saying the entirety, JB. Like you couldn't find us a quick, because I've seen coaches be like, all right, you got 2 minutes, and after that, it's
like a you problem,
like 2 minutes, and a you problem. And now it's an us problem because we took an L.
You know what's crazy?
And I'm the head coach, so it's
you know what's crazy though.
Darvin Ham you want to talk about coach getting fired? You damn out of little white coaches. Darvin Ham to the team to the Western Conference Finals and they got fired, homie. So when JJ Redick lose after this first round, let's see what y'all talking about, Lakers. Because y'all ain't get Darvin Ham that same leash, and he went way farther. Let me
ask you something. You think Kobe, Jordan, any of the greats that you say are literally right above LeBron would go scoreless in the fourth quarter and bitch about the minutes?
Well, LeBron didn't bitch about the minutes, so
I'm just asking. I'm talking about the bronzexuals out here defending.
I just want to be clear. LeBron has no control over that. I just want to make sure that has nothing to do with him. But so I think Jordan.
I'm asking for you, the bronzexuals. I'm asking for you, the bronzexuals, to defend them.
I'm not that. Anybody knows me? No. I'm just a realist on this show, and you're so biased that you can't even admit when you're wrong when it comes to LeBron. You say LeBron ain't top 5 is one of the silliest things. You say a lot of silly shit on the show. I ain't gonna lie. This is one of the ones. This is like top 5.
Really.
I'm gonna rank top 5 silliest shit JB says on this show of all time. This is up there.
You should do that. It'll probably go viral.
It's up. We should do that. Seriously. Put that down on a little note.
Yeah.
It's up there. To say he's not top 5, homie, and then to say if he loses in year 22, that's like punishing Jordan for the Wizards years. Like,
so then let's keep giving him credit for longevity, like you say. Then
no, I'm not. I told you wherever he's.
Is he the GOAT of longevity or is he the GOAT, homie? Which one is it? That's why he's not top 5, homie. He's not top 5, homie.
He's number 3 on my list. He's been number 3 on my list for years.
He's not top 5.
I go Jordan. I go Bean. I go Bron. It's been like that for a minute for me.
That's fine. He's not in my top 5. He's not in my top 5. Motherfucker's a choke artist. He can't make free throws down the stretch. He can't make any big shot. He don't even take the last shot of the games. He's scared. He always lets someone else. And then his excuses as to I made the best basketball play. Yeah, because you weak, homie. You not a leader of men. You a soft motherfucker who's scared to lose on your back. You think Kobe was going to pass the ball to fucking Shannon Brown in the game because it was the right play? Get the fuck out. You motherfuckers' mentality is fucking soft, homie.
Kobe was a killer, but he has to pass the ball sometimes.
I'm going to pass to Shannon Brown because it's the right basketball play.
He has passed to Derek Fisher. He has passed to Meta World Peace against the Celtics in the final. When the biggest shot. So all I'm saying is Michael Jordan did pass to Paxson and he passed it to Kerr. All I'm saying is there are situations where they made the right play as well. I'm just throwing that out there. Just like there's situations where LeBron has definitely went out there and took the last shot and made big shots, whether against the Orlando Magic, whether it was against the Toronto Raptors, whether it was against the Pacers, whether these are all playoff moments that's coming to the top of my head like this. So again, I'm just being a realist.
You call the bank shot against Orlando straight off the glass a real game winner?
I mean, it was like an actual game winner. I don't care.
I know, but it was a bank shot, homie. We know he didn't call it glass. Stop.
Okay, the motherfucker, it went in. He called game.
The cat is game. Homie, Steph Curry's gonna pass him up, and we're gonna still over here swinging from LeBron when Steph owns LeBron in the same generation, and no one even gives him credit at all. That shit is crazy to me. The cat is better by far. He's the most influential player in this generation. But anyway, that's all that debate.
Is by far better than LeBron
in this generation. Yeah. He's the player of this generation. So whatever you want to take it, however you want to take it.
No, words matter. You said Steph Curry is by far better than LeBron. Is that what you said? Correct.
He's the player, the best player in this generation. Yep.
By far.
By far.
Okay, I'm just give you a chance to retract your steps and retract your steps.
What has LeBron done that changed the game? Nothing. Steph did.
He's a generational talent we've never seen before.
No, I asked you a question. I mean, you always avoid the question that I asked you. You don't understand the actual particular question.
I understand what you're
saying.
You
always do this with the question, homie.
Because I know
Steph Curry has done what?
You're trying to set me up for Phil. I'm just smarter than you. That's all it is. I'm just smarter than you.
To do what? Steph Curry changed the game. LeBron hasn't, homie. Just keep it real. What has LeBron done that changed the game?
What did Kobe do to change the game?
Block Iguodala.
What did Kobe do to change the game?
Mimic Jordan and became better.
No, what do you do to change the game? Mimicking somebody's not changing the game. I'm just saying, like, if we were to go that route, let's do it then.
Okay.
Let's do it. Copying somebody ain't changing the game.
What do you mean? Kobe hit more game winners than any other player ever.
The game. Let's stay on track, like you told me.
Kobe didn't change the game. Jordan changed the game.
Words.
Kobe didn't change the game. Hold on, though. Why do you always go to Kobe when I ask you about LeBron, homie? I'm confused.
Can I tell you why? No,
I want to know what the question was.
Because I know you love Kobe. So I know with Kobe, when I throw you the same questions, I'm going to throw you off. Doesn't matter. You're going to be like, how do I?
Kobe wasn't in a spot to change no game. Steph was. Steph literally changed the game. Kobe wasn't.
I'm not arguing that.
All Kobe had to do
a 3-point shot.
Homie, all Kobe did was come in and mimic Jordan, the GOAT at the time, and say, I'm going to mimic this guy and do what I could do. And I won 5 rings. And that's what he did. That's what he did. Like, there was nothing to change.
And said, I'm going to be a mixture of Jordan and Magic Johnson, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to win multiple MVPs.
But I'm
going to win 4 rings, 1 ring, and then I'm going to go to multiple finals, and I'm going to dominate.
But he didn't change the game, though.
Over a decade.
But he didn't change the game, though. Kobe came in and played with the most dominant big man of all time, never left one place like Steph hasn't done right now. And then LeBron is over here chasing fucking rings with Super 3 teams and still losing, and you still continue to put him above certain people. Blows my mind. By the way, Steph Curry changed the game because the game has become what? A perimeter shooting, soft ass, no defense playing game. That's why Steph's changed it. Kobe didn't enter an era where he could change the game. Kobe didn't have an era where they stopped playing defense, stopped playing man-to-man, added zone, goes down and has no big man anymore. They didn't. No, I know they did. I'm saying you act like the generation wasn't just transitioning from zone 3-2, 2-3, illegal defense in the NBA. By the way, before your time, Smitty,
most teams
because it matters, homie. It matters.
Most teams play
what
man.
What do you mean? It matters if you know basketball, homie. A zone defense. What beats zone defense? 3-point shooting. Does it not? I'm tripping. I don't know basketball though.
No, I didn't say no about. I'm trying to.
What beats zone defense?
Most teams play man defense.
You couldn't play zone defense though, is what I'm saying, homie. Like you can play it now, homie. You can literally play zone defense now, legally. You do know that, right? You know it was called illegal defense back then, right?
Using that it's like a thing, though, like as if like
because I'm trying to make a point, homie. Steph Curry changed that game because of zone defense. He was the game changer by hitting these deep fucking long threes. Kobe had no. The game hadn't changed for Kobe to do anything. There was no generational, no switch in rules or any of that shit that we've seen.
Steph just changed it because he changed it. By
the way, though, when Kobe played, the big man played in the box.
Was the same guy at Davidson. Did you watch him in college, homie? He was the same guy. The league adjusted to his game.
Homie,
what are you talking about? Like I don't.
When Kobe played, you keep comparing Kobe. Kobe played with big men at the rim. In the bottom, down and low.
Yeah.
Steph and LeBron have played with big men in the shooting threes.
LeBron played with
it's a whole other game.
LeBron played with Shaq.
A whole other game.
You forget LeBron was drafted in 03. I
get it. I get it. And remember, he played with old Shaq. Don't start saying he played with Shaq. He played with old Shaq.
Homie. Like he
played with old Shaq, homie. He played with old Shaq.
But he played with El Gassi for a long part of his career. I'm saying he played with
Gassi is who you're comparing Shaq to?
No, Lord Jesus.
God damn, homie.
You say he didn't play with a big man. He played with a big man. I don't understand. That was a center.
I said specific. You don't listen to specifics at all, homie. I said Kobe played with the most ball-dominant big man of all time, Shaquille O'Neal. Now, how are you comparing fucking Ilgauskas to that, homie?
Guys, I'm wrong. I didn't hear you clearly. I'm sorry for not listening. I will admit when I'm wrong. I did not listen clearly.
So you're telling me you don't think that matters that Kobe played with a ball dominant dude like Shaq? You don't think it matters?
It do matter, but it matters on both sides. It matters in the fact that they went on a damn three-peat too.
My point exactly, homie.
If you're using it as a poke, saying that like, okay,
that's why I have him ahead of Jordan.
Same numbers or whatever because he had a Shaq. He also probably, I don't know, he would have got one of three-peat without Shaq either though. So like when you throw in the rings conversation, that matters too because LeBron.
I'm just saying
everything matters.
That's why a lot of folks don't want to listen to that. That's why I have him ahead of Jordan in my opinion. Jordan didn't play with no fucking Shaq. Homie, he played with Luke Longley and fucking Winnington. He didn't have to share the ball. Pippen wasn't a ball-dominant wing player. Pippen was a defensive player who got defensive stops and turned it into offensive transition. Shaq had to dominate the ball, touch it 30, 35 times a game. Kobe shared that ball usage with Shaquille O'Neal, homie. I'm trying to figure out any player ever that shared the ball with that guy. That in this prime, that was still as dominant as Kobe was, to have 10 40-plus games in a row during the Shaquille O'Neal era. 10 in a row, he scored 40 points in a row. He had 5 50s in a row during the Shaquille O'Neal era.
Nah, Shaq wasn't there when he did that.
It'll never be broken.
Shaq wasn't there. I'm just for clarity, y'all. Shaq was not there when he did that. I'm a huge Kobe fan. He was not there when he did that.
Oh, homie, I'm looking at it right now.
Bet right now. Bet right now. Anything. Don't look for it. Bet me whatever. Bet me whatever. I guarantee he wasn't there. I know for a fact he wasn't there.
All right.
Trust me, I'm the biggest Kobe stan in the fucking world. So go ahead and read it when you get a chance. I'm stay here quietly.
Kobe Bryant's final game. We know he scored 60. Okay, blah, blah, blah.
I think it was 4 50-point games in a row, but you clarify.
Skill enough.
No Googles. No Googles for me, by the way.
He had 40. He had 4 50s in a row.
Thank you. No Googles.
No, that's not everything though. It says his legendary 4 game in a row.
That's what we're referring to. When you said 5, it wasn't 5, it was 4.
Yeah, but I don't know. That doesn't tell me that.
What year was it? Forget all that. What year was that?
It doesn't say.
Okay, it's fine. Somebody check and look it up.
Hey, did Kobe score 70, 60, and 81 with Shaq or no?
81 was not with Shaq. No, it was against the Toronto Raptors post Shaq.
Did he score 70 with Shaq?
He scored, I think, 60 with Shaq.
And 70. It's right here. He scored 70 with Shaq. 70 with Shaq.
Okay,
so,
I don't know.
It is what it is. I don't know. I can't see if he scored 10 in a row, but I swore he scored 10 50-point games with Shaq on the team. Maybe Shaq was hurt. Maybe Shaq was hurt. I don't know. But he was there.
My point is, again, listen, just for clarity, I am the biggest Kobe fan. He is the only reason why I'm a Lakers fan. I'm just saying he's the only reason why I'm a Lakers fan because of Kobe. I was being real. All I'm saying is we do a show where people actually come here to watch us and learn. So I got to make sure that I put all bias aside. I grew up my whole childhood was Kobe versus LeBron. I was anti-LeBron my whole life. I swear to God, if I called any of my homies right now and had them call in, they'd be like, "Oh, this is crazy. Like he's helping LeBron." I'm not helping nobody. I'm just giving the actual facts. So when we go at LeBron, let's just make sure we go at him with facts and not with emotions because we don't like the style in which he played. At this point in what he's done with his career, all bias put aside. You look at his resume, body of work, whether it's stats, whether it's wins, whether it's finals, whether it's MVPs, whether it's pure athleticism, whether it's when you look at everything, they're all bias aside, there's literally no way that LeBron's not top 5. There's nothing you could point at where it would even make sense to make them not. There's nothing. There's nothing. Go ahead.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
This is why I say you're a bronze sexual. And a prime sexual and all these sexuals. Here's why.
That's crazy.
So it's okay to say that for LeBron. It's okay because stats don't matter. Watch the game. Blah blah blah. Make sure we critique him with our eyes, and it's not just stats. But it is exactly opposite for when I do it with fucking Mahomes and Shador. Hypocrisy is amazing, homie. But so many micro thinkers in here can't think outside the box like that. And it's okay when I say that Mahomes, but JB, Mahomes has 80% completion percentage. He's a 3-time Super Bowl champion. But my eyes don't work when it comes to that. But your eyes work perfectly, and it's fine with LeBron. I got it now.
By the way, before we bring in our special guest, Kobe actually never scored 70. He's only scored 70 plus the one time when he scored the 81 against the Raptors. He scored 60 multiple times, and I can't verify if that was with.
He scored 70 on the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know what you're looking at. I'm looking right here. I got the game up. I got the game up. He scored 70 points against the Dallas Mavericks. I don't know what you're looking at, homie.
70?
70 against the Dallas Mavericks. 122.06. I don't know what you're looking at.
I'll look it up. If I'm wrong, I'll admit it. But